Have you ever sat down at your desk at like 2 p.m., looked at your to-do list and felt completely fried and you've never really done anything that day? Welcome to the world of having decision fatigue. I'm Laura Berman Fortgang, master credentialed coach, 5-time best-selling author, and TEDx speaker. You're not lazy, you're not unmotivated, you're not burnt out in the typical way that we think about burnout. You're paying what I call the decision fatigue tax. And today I want to show you how it's quietly draining the best minds like yours and what to do about it. So here's what people get wrong about burnout. They think it's about doing too much and they take the typical advice, take a vacation, take breaks, but you're really not exhausted from doing too much. You're exhausted from deciding too much. Every choice you make, what to wear, what to eat, which email to answer first, whether to take that meeting, whether to meet that person, what phrase to use in a text, all pulls from the same mental fuel tank. By the time you get to the decisions that actually matter, the strategic ones, the creative ones, the ones about your family and your business, the tank is empty. Research shows that as the day goes on, your judgment gets measurably worse. You take shortcuts, you default to the easy answer, you say yes when you mean to say no. That's why the smartest, most successful people have figured out the counterintuitive trick. They decide less. Barack Obama only wore gray and blue suits as president. And he said it out loud. I don't want to make decisions about what I'm eating or wearing because I have too many other decisions to make. Steve Jobs used to always wear the black turtleneck and the jeans. Maybe that was his signature look, but really it took out a decision that he had to make every day. You don't need to wear a uniform, but you need to understand this principle that every decision you eliminate is fuel for the decisions that really matter. So here are 3 practices that you can start using right away to stop paying the decision fatigue tax. Pre-decide the small stuff. Sit down on Sundays and figure out what you're going to eat for breakfast for the week, what time you're going to do certain work, what time you'll go to the gym, and then let them run on autopilot all week. Front load the hard decisions. Your decision-making power is highest early in the day. Most people want to attack their email and get rid of to-dos, but the strategic thing to do is to schedule that call, have that conversation, do the creative work, schedule it in the morning, create defaults for recurring choices. Have the same breakfast every day. I know it can get boring, but think about decisions that you can make once. Have default answers for things like don't decide on the spot if you're going to take a meeting with someone. Tell them you'll get back to them and decide when you really can be clear. So stop spending your best mental energy on what to wear and what to eat and then wondering why you have nothing left for the decisions that actually shape your life. See you next week on Friday Focus, every Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern.